Okay, so we will finish the part of the introduction for today, and I want to everyone to understand what kind of the trading that we can do and what is the suitable trade instrument that we can do. But before that one, we need to understand about a few things, right? So maybe we can start to um, translate the introduction.
Yeah, sure. Окей. Сейчас мы будем продолжать прошлый урок и закрепим несколько вещей. Вот, собственно, приступаем. That's it.
Okay,
Okay.
and let's open the whiteboard. Where's the whiteboard? Should be here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, right.
Yeah.
Can you see the whiteboard?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So, let me expand this. Okay. So the easiest way to understand is we start with the stock. Okay. Oh, how to write down this one? STOCK. So this one is equity stock. Equity. The equity stock. So what is the equity stock? We have to understand what we're trading with. Any business, we have to understand what it is. So people not get confused because of only the chart, right? So I will explain in English a little bit longer, but after that you can, shorten it in Russian for simplicity. So what is
Yeah.
the equity? Yeah. So
Oh,
the
sorry.
equity, the equity actually it's the company shares, right? So let's say XYZ company. You have the company X, I, like this. X, Y. Oh my God, what happened with me? XYZ company. Okay. So let's say this is your company. Let's say your company selling uh running a restaurant, right? And in this restaurant, let's say you're selling chicken. Okay. So this chicken, special chicken, you have so many restaurants. Like you have 3, but you want to expand it. You want to expand it. You want to open more, like in other country. And based on this 3, you have a good money. I mean, like you earn a lot of money, and people like it, and you believe that this company will be big. So you register the company to the stock exchange, Birza, right?
Yep.
So the stock exchange in US, there is Nasdaq. It's the biggest one, and other things, right? So let's say your company is 1 billion company, right? 1 billion company, but they will use, no need to explain about this one, but I mean, like I will not explain too long about this one, but Then we'll use the future company, future, what we call it, the future value. So this is the value, the real value, then this is future value. Let's say they counted become 10 billion. I will not explain seriously about this one because you just need to understand that for 1 billion, if your company is success and a lot of people want to do it, it could be like 10 billion. So 10 billion, you register to the stock and then you say that, hey, I want to sell my shares. Because like, let's say you have 1 trillion shares at minimum $10 per share. Okay. So you need to understand this one first so you can know what you will trading with. So let's say you have 1 trillion shares and you want to sell it 90% of it to the public. That's actually not. It's like usually it's like 25%. 25% of it on the start to the public, to the stock exchange. Why? Because like, you know, you have the company from the private company become a public company, which is like everybody can buy the shares, right? Because, for example, it's like this. This is like the illustration. For example, you have KFC in KFC in your country, right? Islam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You have KFC in there. Let's say you like the business of KFC, right? But if you want to join the KFC, if you like the business and if you want to join the KFC, you need $1 billion to join with the owner of the KFC, the company of the KFC, because it's a worldwide, it's a big one, right? So the idea, they put this KFC, they put the share on the Birza, on the stock exchange, so people can buy the shares. The benefit is people who want to buy no need to come up with the big money. They can start with the, whatever the price of the share. Let's say if your company the price is $10 per share, so they can buy per shares is as cheap as $10. So it's like this, right? What is the benefit for you? You get the money from the public so you can expand your business. Because like if you go to the bank will ask you the collaterals. The bank will ask you your asset. But with this one, you get the fresh money from the public and then you can expand more. So it's exactly same like, you have a business and then rather than you only ask me, hey, Ruby, you want to join or not? Like you ask 100 people. So let's say you have 100 people believe on you and put the money on you. Let's say one people is $100. Calculate if 100 people, it's already how much? 10,000 US dollars, right? So imagine if million people in the public, because this is the public, like if you put on the in the Birza, in the stock exchange, million people can buy. So can you imagine how much money you will get from the public and you build this one? So yeah, this is the illustration before we start, because you need to know what is the share is and why become equity of the stock. So yeah, please explain this one. Then just on your fair share, that would be fine.
Сейчас Руби пытается нам объяснить, из чего состоят акции, что это вообще такое. Грубо говоря, компания XYZ, например, наша, да, мы решили ее, у нас есть компания, которая зарабатывает деньги, мы верим в то, что она может вырасти. Что мы делаем? Например, мы еще продаем курицу, да, или там, какой-то ресторан, какой-то бизнес, неважно. И допустим, то, что наша компания стоит миллиард долларов, да, и мы ее оцениваем, ну, в 10 миллиардов долларов. Что делает компания? Она размещается на бирже, то есть на фондовой бирже. И она делает условия такими, то что каждый, у кого есть хотя бы 10 долларов, может взять и вложиться в нашу компанию, то есть купить акцию. Допустим, мы берем, размещаем там миллиард или триллион акций, выставляем минимальную цену в 10 долларов. Так, прошу прощения, немного шум. И так, я потерялся. Can we try that again? I'm sorry. That was because of the noise from the outside.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay. I mean, like I didn't hear the noise, so you can continue. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay, no problem. И мы размещаем наши акции, там, допустим, в миллиард штук, либо в триллион штук по цене в 10 долларов. И теперь каждый из людей может купить, у кого есть 10 долларов, нашу акцию. В чем смысл? В том, то, что благодаря вот этим огромным вливаниям денег и возможностям миллионам людей взять и подключиться к нашему бизнесу, заплатить нам деньги, позволяет нам заработать и собрать огромное количество денег, да, если нас купят условно. Представьте себе то, что у нас купили акции там 100 человек, это уже 10 тысяч долларов, и довольно внушительная сумма. А когда миллионы покупают, то там а, как бы приток денег огромный, и компания может расширяться, расширять свой бизнес и расти дальше за счет притока денег, потому что банки не всегда могут дать кредит, и банки могут иногда такой процент заломить, то, что наиболее выгодной бизнес-моделью может оказаться разместиться просто на бирже и стать публичной компанией. That's it. Ruby, I can hear you. I cannot hear you.
Sorry about it. So I put it
Yeah,
on.
no, fine.
Sorry about it. So, okay. So the equity stock. I think change. So the equity stock, right? If you see the famous one is like Apple, Microsoft, or maybe in your country also have Gazprom. Or Rafnet or whatever it is in Russian. So everyone can buy. So this one is equity stock. But the equity stock mostly is what we call it for investment. You can trade like only a few minutes or a few days, but actually it's investment for long term. If you like the business, you buy the stock. So other than the stock, right? They have what they call it the index. Oh, what's terrible. The index. The index is cumulative of many stock. So the famous one in the US is S&P, Standard & Poor, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. and Russell. Also, it is. Let me go to the
So that's a group of companies inside
yeah,
those.
yes.
So you cannot buy. So if you buy those index stocks, you just buy a pack of those stocks.
Yeah, so it's like
So you cannot buy just Apple, Microsoft, and I don't
you
buy,
can
for example.
you can directly buy the stock, or you can buy like this one. Like let's say that you believe that Apple and Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, rather than you buy one by one, you can buy one package, which is like included on the index. So actually there is an index also, ETF. I will not explain too much for this one because will be too deep for this one, because like I want to jump about how to do it. Let me show you this. Hang on. Okay, let me change this one first. Screen share. Oh. Actually, if I close this one, it's gonna be gone. Okay, I need to explain this anyway. So, okay. So this one. So here the stock: Netflix, Qualcomm, Nvidia, Micron, AMD, Meta. This is the single stock, right? But this one, if you see this one, Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, Russell, except of this one, they all four are the index. So if I say like here have index, I say S&P, this one, right? Okay, this is Google Finance. It should be, I'm wrong. It should be on Yahoo Finance. This is more easier to explain. Okay, that's better. Oops, what happened is Yahoo Finance. Okay, I'm already in the right one. Okay, let's say XPX, which is the code for the S&P. You see this?
Yep.
So S&P index, right? This is what they call it. So what is inside of the S&P? Oh, they changed the views. Hang on. The components. Here we go. Wait, summary. They changed the the view. Usually it's very easier. Let me check. Hang on, just a moment. That's not good. Should be in here. The chart, no, the historical data, the summary should be straight away in here, because like, okay, let's be not one XPX, oh, SPY. Okay, ETF trust. This one holding. Okay, so this one, Spider S&P 500 ETF trust, right? So the top holding, so they hold inside of the S&P, they have Microsoft for 6%, Apple 6%, Nvidia 6%, Amazon 3%. So if you see the chart, right, of the S&P going up like this, it is because most of the share inside of the holding inside of the S&P are going up. Yeah. So let's say also Nasdaq. The code for the Nasdaq is this one. This is Nasdaq. The holding. So like this. It's also about the same, but it have 8% of Microsoft. 8% 0.5 Microsoft, 8% for Apple, Nvidia 7%, Amazon 5%, and so on and so on, and have Tesla also. So this is Nasdaq. Last one, Dow Jones. It's diamond. Dow Jones. The last one, the Dow Jones, right? Which is the famous one. They have 8% of United Health Group. Goldman Sachs, 7%, which is bank. Microsoft, Caterpillar, Home Depot, Amgen, Visa, McDonald's, if you have McDonald's in the country. So inside of, yeah,
it's more traditional.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, you can see in here the sector, they have like 20% of financial services, technology 18%, healthcare 18%, customer cycle 18%. If I back to the Nasdaq, so financial still, oh, hang on, why is it still Dow Jones? Nasdaq, QQQ. Right, hopefully it's showing. Okay, it's Nasdaq, 15% is technology. Communicant percent, 15%. So if you see like technology is going up, Nasdaq is going up very fast. If you like technology, then you can buy the ETF of the Nasdaq. This is for the Nasdaq. And for the this one, the SPX, SPY is better. So this one, the S&P technology, it's 31%. Financial service is 21%. That's why for the US economy, they look at right now, they look at the S&P because like, they have technology 31%. So it's not, I mean, like it's more moderate, have financial also 12%, healthcare, which is like Nasdaq, it's more on the technology only. Like you saw it like 50%. So
yeah.
So that's that is the things. I think that Russian also have Russian.
It's more plural.
What was that?
Plural. I mean,
Yeah.
there is more some sectors.
Yeah,
of
have separate as well. So yeah. So if you want to explain a little bit.
Yeah, sure. I want to. Could you show me those holdings and?
Yeah. For this one. Yes.
Yeah. Окей. Сейчас, в общем, помимо акций мы еще можем купить портфели акций, то есть индексы, да. Тут есть одни из крупнейших, это индексы NASDAQ, S&P и Dow Jones, right?
Dow Jones.
Dow Jones. И индекс Dow Jones. И, грубо говоря, когда вы покупаете вот эти портфели, вы покупаете десятки, сотни, может быть, в некоторых случаях сотни компаний, то есть акций сотен компаний. И эти портфели, они различаются. То есть в одних портфелях больше упор на какие-то финансовые услуги, в других портфелях на какой-то традиционный бизнес, а в иных портфелях идет упор, например, на технологии. И одним из самых сбалансированных в этом смысле является S&P. И вот, например, через Yahoo Finance мы можем видеть, какие акции в процентном соотношении входят в этот портфель. И процент, скажем так, процент услуги в процентном, скажем так, в какие, как же это тяжело объяснить, какие сектора экономики больше всего задействованы в этом портфеле. То есть, грубо говоря, вот слева мы видим топ-10 это топ-10 компаний из этого портфеля, то есть S&P 500, мы видим то, что Microsoft это 6,95% от общего числа акций, Apple это 6,29%, Nvidia это 6,11%, Amazon это 3,64 и так далее, и так далее. И справа сектор weightings. Мы видим то, что какой сектор экономики занимает какой процент в общем количестве акций. То есть технологии это 31% портфеля, а финансовые услуги это 12,47%, то есть медицина, да, или здоровье это там 12,01%. И вот таким образом можно через Yahoo Finance смотреть, что из себя вообще представляет портфели. Соответственно, когда портфель идет вверх, то это означает то, что совокупная стоимость акций всех компаний пошла вверх. Либо если он идет вниз, то совокупная цена акций всех компаний пошла вниз и так далее. So that's it.
Okay, cool. So now you understand about the stock and index. Let's back to the whiteboard. Oh, okay, it's gone. Have to be. Can we save this one? Nothing. Right. So right. So what we can trade? The first one is US stock or equity stock. I cannot say US because like in any country, like you can trade. Oh, where's the pen? Please, please, please. I lose my pen.
So you mean currency stock?
This one. Okay, okay.
Or...
What was that? So, okay, we can trade the equity stock. That's number one. Right? So next one, we can trade the index. Right? Here, mostly the instrument is under ETF. You can check, you can click the ETF, equity trade fund, and they have explanation. So this is all about the stock. Next of this is group one. You can select this. You can trade the government bond. So if the government need the money, they will issue the bond. So when the bond issued, people will buy, and the people who buy the bond will get the interest profited. So number two, it's a bond, right? I think I'm not sure if your country have this, but mostly the country have like a government bond. You understand about a bond?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
облигации in Russian.
Yeah, obligation. Yeah, that's right. Same like in my country, we call it obligation. So bond, and then number three, we can trade with the currency, or we call it forex. Yeah. So I guess everyone know about this one. And then you can trade the commodity. Hopefully you can explain this. The commodity, the famous one is a gold. And oil. This is the famous one. Right?
Yep.
But have silver, have sugar, wheat, meat, anything actually. But the biggest now, mostly on the oil and gold. Right? Have platinum, have a lot of things. And the last one, the new one, is the coin. Right? This is the new one. So actually it's a lot, right? They have like so many things that we can trade. So that's why I love doing the trading, because like you have flexibility whatever that you want to trade, but you have to know why people want to trade um, on the stock, want to trade on the bond, forex, and the commodity. There is a story behind that one. Okay, so this is, I call it tier one or step one, and then below that one, we call it derivative. I don't know how to explain derivative. So below this one, maybe you can check on your what was that translation in Russian about
I'll
derivative.
try.
Yeah.
I think it's derivative, but I'm not sure. I'll check it.
Yeah. You get it?
Just 1 second, trying to get it.
Okay. Let's try to skip it a little bit. Let me explain this one first.
Yeah, because I couldn't understand.
All right. But okay. So rather than, okay, next time we will explain a little bit more, but I want to know what we can trade. So below the stock, because like, for example, like the forex, minimum you trade on the bank, it cannot be like $1. You need to trade like minimum like 100,000 US dollars, and you have to be a bank for that one. But how the public can participate for this one? They have the derivative, like, they're like anyway, so the derivative, what you can trade, it's futures and option, right? And this, for the US option, they put it on the CBOE, Chicago Board of Exchange or whatever it is, so CBOE and Chicago, sorry, Chicago. And the future, they have the exchange, CME, and then what's the other one? So the CME for this one, and have a CBOT. So the most important one is the CME market, the future of the stock, the future of the bond, the forex, commodity, and I'm not sure about the coin, but I think they have also the future for the commodity. It's under the CME, right? So this one, the option, is a special one, right? I will not explain right now. Later on, we will explain, but we will concentrate on the future because this is the important one. And below this one, actually, they have like future, forward, swaps. But I will not explain about this one. But because we will trade mostly on the future or on the option, but the option need more skill for this one. So below this one, they have CFD. This is if you are open on your locals and CFD. But you have to understand about the CFD. I'm not trying to put warning about this one, but the CFD with the CMA, if you are the buyer, here the broker company, and then the seller here, they will, if you are the buyer, they will connect the buyer to the seller directly around the world through the exchange. But the CFD, if you are opening on your locals, they're offering you mostly Forex and commodity. This is CFD. You are not trading against another people. You trade between, if you are a buyer, you trade with the man against the company. So if you buy, the company will sell the position. If you sell, the company will buy the position. So this is like you are going to casino. And between, if you remember on the previous, what was that? On the previous sessions, this is the bid, right? And then this ask or offer. Sometimes, I say the future is the most fair one because, the difference between the bid and the ask, it's depend on the liquidity of the market. If the market is very liquid, between the bid and ask, it's very short, very little. The difference is very tiny. But with the CFD, they can play because you are not connecting with the world. You are connecting with the company. So if you lose the money, the company will take your money. If you are win, you take the money from the company. Actually, they just take the money from somebody who lose and then give it to you. So I'm not saying this is negative because like some of the country, they cannot get access to the CMA. So yeah, the CFD is taking this position for people who want to try to trade. But in the long run, CFD, it's very difficult to make money because like the bid and ask, it's, there is a big gap. So you need the market to run very big to make money. But this future, small, very, very tiny. So you even just small like this, you can make the money. So yeah. So maybe you can explain, maybe you can change the color and then using another color is much better.
Okay, I will try.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. Yeah.
You go to eraser and then you click the eraser and then change from the eraser to the pen.
Yeah, I changed that. That's fine. Okay, let's go. Так, можно торговать двумя вещами, по сути. Ну, точнее, двумя типами вещей. So, the last question. Coin, you mean cryptocurrencies? Or...
Yes, crypto.
Okay, yeah. То есть, по сути, можно торговать двумя вещами, да, двумя типами активов. Точнее, не двумя типами активов. Активов может быть множество. И вот в качестве примера можно привести, то есть покупку и продажу, либо трейдинг акциями, да, будь то индекс, либо акции отдельных компаний. Это могут быть облигации, это может быть обмен валют, да, то есть продажа и покупка валюты. Это может быть commodity, то есть покупка золота, нефти, покупка и продажа, да. И это также могут быть, как сейчас, криптовалюты, да. И этих бизнесов там может быть еще, точнее не бизнесов, а типов может быть большое множество. So, actually, I wanted to ask, so derivative is just, there are two types of derivatives, like futures and options, right? Or
Well, actually a lot, but we will focus on these two, future and option.
Okay, so CME is just a type of contracts, right?
Type of contract.
Okay. So, and how to spell that CME?
CMA. CMA.
Wow.
CMA.
Oh, that's okay. That's a birja, right?
Yeah, it's a birza.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll try to explain that.
Yeah.
В качестве примеров деривативов можно привести фьючерсы и опционы. Сейчас как бы на опционах зарабатывать довольно сложно, и это требует такого скилла. А с фьючерсами все попроще. И do you have to explain what is futures?
Well, just briefly. I mean, it doesn't have to be detailed, but you just
Yeah.
tell. I mean, like you can explain that they have future, option, and CFD, but we need to, like to explain that we will trade on future, better on future, not the CFD.
Okay.
But for a trial, for like like if you want to try with the small money, you can use the CFD. But I can say that CFD is like just a money game, like, but still using the same data with the market. The only thing is like between the buy and sell, the bid and ask, it's very, sometimes they are very large. I will explain later.
Okay. Okay. It's hard to explain it.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead. Just say that we are focused on the future and not using the CFD, and the
Yeah.
option will be another game.
Okay. Oh God. I failed with this one because, to be honest, I didn't understand well.
Okay. Which part you don't understand about this?
Yeah, so we have futures, right? So it means like if you buy something, then you have to buy that, or if you sell something, you have to sell it
Oh,
for
no,
that.
no.
So
If you buy something on the futures, you will buy exactly like in a big Birza, like in the big stock exchange, like Nasdaq. So if you buy, the company will connect you to the seller who want to sell. If you
yeah,
sell, the company will direct you to connect with the buyers. But with the CFD, the danger is if you buy, the company, this is not between you and another traders. It is between you and the company. So it's like a casino. When you play the casino,
okay,
either the casino is win or you win. That's it.
okay. So now I understand. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. And the problem with the CFD, the company can do anything. Like they want to, let's say, if the buy in here, the ask in here, like big difference. So the price need to be going up very high, so you can sell it.
Окей. Собственно говоря, если мы, допустим, пользуемся CME, да, то между нами и покупателем есть такая прокладка, да, грубо говоря. То есть я вот покупаю, продаю, и между нами есть прокладка. But with CFD, we can sell and buy directly without this one, right?
No,
So,
with the CFD, yeah, we buy to the company. Like if we buy, the company will be selling.
okay. Okay.
If you are selling, the company will be buying. So you are like doing the gambling between you and the company.
Мгм. В случае CFD у нас получается так, то что мы торгуем напрямую с самой компанией. И в этом заключается опасность, потому что компания может вертеть ценой, как она захочет, и, по сути, это все превращается в такой гэмблинг и казино, когда вы покупаете и продаете между собой, между вами и компанией. So that's it. I hope so. I
Okay.
explained pretty bad, really bad.
Oh, it's okay. At least you understand what I mean, and then that's more important. Okay.
Yeah.
So So the next one I want to explain, but this is because I want to show the chart, my chart. So the trading, if you see, it's look like, for example, like the Forex, right? It says 24 hours, but actually the big institution only trade on their time. What does it mean like this? I divide it by 3 times. 3 times, So Asian market, Asia Pacific actually, because like including the Australia, Asia Pacific time, and then European, and then US market. So actually it's divided by 3. And all around the world, the office is open between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is the opening. So between this one, the opening, right? And the closing, either 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on the local time, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So the Asian, mostly they trade on the Asian stock or Asian currency, Asian Pacific. The European also same. But the European, because the time when the European open, which is like 8 a.m. on the London, or 9 p.m. a.m. on the German. This is about 2 to 3 a.m. on the US. But when the US open, which is 9:30 a.m. on the US time, this is still equal to, hang on, 9, let me calculate. I'm stupid for this one. Actually, 9 minus 7 right now. It's going to be how much? 1 o'clock? Yeah. Am I right? 9 minus 7, it's 2 o'clock, right?
It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. So 2 p.m. on the London time, on UK. So they close at 4 p.m. on the UK, which is on the US still 11 a.m. on the US. So I will show you later, but because we cannot go back to here anymore after So between the US time until this one, 11 p.m. US time. So from 2 a.m. of the US time, which is like morning of the European time, until the closing of the US time, this is the biggest volume of the market, especially when entering the US, because in the US opening, you still have European until 11 o'clock of the US market. So this is the biggest volume to trade. So I like to trade, it's like, it's your option, but I like to trade from the European open, and then the next one on the American, American market in this one. Sometimes I trade until the closing of the US, which is like 4 p.m. So even though the chart showing you 24 hours, you have to understand who are dealing with this one. So if you are talking about the US stock, mostly they are trading on this one. If you are talking on European stock, you can start on this one. If you are also with the currency, same thing. But the US market usually already have trading in a volume on the European. Gold, also same thing. What I see, every time gold and oil, they have volume when the European is open, because the second largest money around is on Europe, the biggest one in US. So when the European come, the volume of the transaction on the European, it's much higher than the Asian Pacific. But when the US time, and when US and European, when US open and European still running, this is the most biggest volume trade. And we want to trade when the volume is big. So it's not like 24 hours. You have to know about this one, right? So maybe you can explain on your way.
Okay. So you trade like when the European market is open,
Yeah.
and then you continue until the US market is closed.
Yeah, sometimes I just trade on US, sometimes I trade on the European only if I'm not feeling, because in my times it's already like for European Open it's about 1 o'clock after lunchtime,
Oh.
1 o'clock to 2 o'clock after lunchtime. But US, it's between 8 o'clock right now, it's 8:30 afternoon time, evening times. But during the daylight saving, it's 9:30 in my time. So it's already late. It's already evening. So that's why I choose the trade. I choose like what the news, depend on the news, the fundamentals. Well, I will explain the last one after this. Okay.
Okay. Собственно говоря, тут нам объясняют то, что азиатские, европейские, американские биржи, да, рынки, они работают с 8 часов либо 9 часов утра до 4 либо 5 часов вечера. И европейские открываются в 8 часов утра, а закрывается в... When the European is closed at 4 or...
Okay, this is what I explained to you.
Oh, yeah.
Around the world, everyone is, I mean, like every business hour is start between 8 to 9 and then closing between 4 to 5. So everywhere will be same, but
Okay.
local time. So that's why I said I explained here, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, this one, the closing of the European UK, it's 4 p.m. on the UK time, but it's equal to the 4 a.m. in US time.
Окей. Так, еще раз. Собственно говоря, здесь нам объясняют то, что азиатские, европейские, американские рынки, фондовые биржи, они работают, как правило, с 8 часов, сейчас отмечу, с 8 часов или 9 часов утра до 4 либо 5 часов вечера. И Руби делает так, то, что он начинает в 8 часов утра, начинается европейского рынка, и продолжает до того момента, пока не откроется американский и не закончится, то есть не закроется. Дело в том, то, что европейский рынок — это самый большой рынок после американского, то есть там огромное количество денег крутится, и, соответственно, объем торгов колоссальный. Но самый большой объем торгов, он, конечно, на штатовском рынке, поэтому его точно нельзя упускать. Это тот момент, когда стоит торговать, потому что объем торгов просто огромный, и на это можно заработать деньги. So that's it.
Okay. And the last time, you know, the market, it's going up and down because of the big money or the big participant, like banks, the hedge fund, the financial, the big institution of financial doing the trade. So that's why they can going up very high or they can going down very low. But if there is nothing to do with the market will be quiet like this. Right? I'll show you this. Let's change to the my chart here, and let's just investing. So you can see on the how to do this. Oh no. So can you see both?
Yeah, I can see.
So you can see this is the investing.com. This is like a free news. So you can click on the calendar. So this is based on my times. Let's see, on the better using the US market. Where is the US? Oh, this one. Sorry. So US using Central Time or using New York time, because the Birsa, the exchange, it's centralized on the on this one, New York. So Wall Street, it's on New York. So for example, like this, right? Let me. So here is the news. They have CPI, on Tuesday, core sales. So this is 3-star, which is like important. Not all of the news will will need to understand, but we just need to know what is the reaction. I just want to explain that because of the news, the market will move. For example, like today is Wednesday, right? Wednesday, New York time, all day holiday, because in New York now is Juneteenth. Juneteenth is for American African Day. So today is holiday in America. That's why if you see on the market, it doesn't move, right? If you see this one, the red one, okay, you see my chart?
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, the red one, if you see the time, this is okay, I think Eastern time. Okay, should be Eastern time. So I use, see New York -4 UTC -4 New York time. So on the New York time, okay, this is 9:30, which is the opening. The red one is 9:30 of the opening. The gray one, this one is the 11 a.m. New York time, which is like the closing of the European time. The green one, sorry, the blue one, this is the opening of the London time. So if I change this one, become the London, this London, see London time, UTC +1. You can see this. It's 8 p.m. 8 a.m. in the morning, right? So this one is 4 p.m. So 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. This is the what do you call it? Asian market, but some of the Asian market they open on the Tokyo time, but mostly they open on the Sydney time. Where is the Sydney? Sydney. This one. So if I put like this is 9 morning on the Sydney, right? So they close here before the European Open, right? But don't forget, in the Asian time, you also have Japanese market. If you see this one in Tokyo, and Tokyo, where is Tokyo?
I think it has to be somewhere lower.
Yeah, this one. This is Tokyo. Okay. If you see, this is the Tokyo, and this is the 4 o'clock when Tokyo closing. The Europeans start to close, start to open. So it's like that, right? So okay, you want to explain this one first before we get any further, and let me know if you want me to change this chart. Oh, before that one, you can see this is the volume. See, this is the gold. Let me try this one first. This is the volume for the index, like this, because this is the ESM, which is like the contract for the S&P. If you see like this, S&P, the American, right? The volume start big from the what was that? US Open, but very small on the European session. So because this is mostly traded on the US market. But if you see on the gold, this is GC, this is gold future, they already have the volume from the start of European session. See like this? When the European is open, the market start have a volume. So this is the volume, this is the price. Okay, so let's continue.
Okay, cool. Should I translate that, all of this?
Yeah, just a brief about this. But
Yes.
you understand what I mean, right? Why the
clearly.
market move, and then the correlation about the time where to trade.
Yeah. Здесь нам показывают investing.com, и здесь есть календарь новостных финансовых событий. Можно их настраивать по своему усмотрению, выбирать нужный график, какой вам удобно, да, по какому часовому поясу. Допустим, если вы хотите следить за Нью-Йоркской биржей, вы можете вот на вот этом investing.com открыть экономический календарь, выбрать нужное время, допустим, нью-йоркское время, и посмотреть, как те или иные события, новости влияли на рынок, на объем торгов, взлеты и падения и так далее. Также у Ruby вот в отдельном окне TradingView, да, показана табличка с ценами акций, идут они вверх или вниз. В данном случае вот сейчас мы видим золото, цены на золото. И вот эти вот цвета, да, зеленый, голубой, коричневый, это цвета открытия фондовых бирж в том или ином месте. Например, коричневый цвет – это открытие Нью-Йоркской фондовой биржи, голубой цвет – это открытие лондонской фондовой биржи, и зеленый цвет – это австралийская фондовая биржа. И вот внизу, под этими цветами, да, маленькими, фиолетовый цвет можете видеть внизу, да, оранжевый, да, там, синий и так далее – это объем торгов. То есть мы видим то, что, например, золото, оно хорошо торгуется, в том числе во время открытия европейской биржи, да, то есть объем всегда достаточно большой. Could you open S&P? So I could explain that also.
Yeah.
No. I mean S&P on TradingView.
okay. And the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, futures.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
На примере
Yeah. You can
S&P,
move your cursor, right?
I can't.
Mhm.
Окей. Здесь мы видим то, что вот, например, S&P, да, то есть сейчас открылся другой график, это график S&P, и это традиционно американские бумаги, поэтому, как мы вот можем видеть, то, что вот мы видим коричневый цвет, да, то есть это открытие американской нью-йоркской фондовой биржи, и тут объем торгов вот прямо под этой линией в виде вот фиолетового цвета, он резко повышается в огромных просто масштабах, потому что вот нью-йоркская фондовая биржа открылась, соответственно, объем торгов огромный, большой. So that's it. I explained, I think, everything.
Okay.
Also.
Right. That's a good one. So now you understand that we no need to trade like 24 hours. We just need to know the market. And if you see this one, this is just a
One sec.
yeah.
И сейчас вот нам говорят о том, то, что нам не обязательно, в общем, следить там за маркетом, за событиями 24/7. Нам достаточно вот следить за объемами торгов и за торгами во время открытия тех или иных бирж. Лондонская, американская. Руль предпочитает работать по американскому и европейскому времени, потому что он также торгует золотом, и объем торгов золотом неплохой, отличный даже во время открытия европейской фондовой биржи, и затем он продолжает уже на американской. That's it.
Okay. So after this, we will try to look at the Forex first and Zolota and the gold. But before that, we will put on another session. I just want to explain why the news, you need something. The market will not move. I mean, like they can move without anything, without any news, but mostly they have significant moves because of the news. For example, it's like this for today. In US market, everything's are closed. But today on the London, that's why they call it GPP. This is Great Britain pound sterling, have CPI data, right? So whatever it is, because of this data, if you see this, so this is 2 o'clock in the morning. You have on the American market. So let me change on the London, just for example, +1. Okay, Dublin, Lisbon, and London. Okay, that's it. So 7 o'clock, right? Am I right? Yes. So 7 o'clock in the morning on London time. So if I change this one on the London times, so you don't have to exchange every times, but you can like I use American times, so it's more easier for me to remember. So like this. So 7 o'clock, exactly at 7 o'clock, the market for this is GBP, this is pound sterling against the US, the market's going up this high, right? After that, it's doing nothing. But they move, and this will make, good money. I will not explain how much, but this is big move. But if you look at the European, because nothing to do in Europe, this is euro, not pound sterling, this is euro. This is 2 p.m. I mean, 2 o'clock in the morning, which is same times London. So this is 7 o'clock in the morning. They do nothing. They're just going down, but no continue and then going back. So because of the news of the sterling, the market move. Why I want to start with Forex and gold? Because we can try to trade from the European market until the US market before the European closing. You can see the volume here. It's big between the opening. So 1 hour before the opening until the closing of the European market. Because, you know, when you're talking about sterling and US dollar, they will trade mostly on the, what do you call it? Sterling time, London times, until, you know, the closing of the London times. It's what, 4 o'clock. And euro also, if you see this is, you know, 1 hour before the opening until the closing of the London market. Because euro, it's in the German and Munich, they start 1 hour before the London. So you need to understand about all of this. And we will focus also on the yen. So even though, this is the funny thing about the yen, if you see from the Asian market, yen already have the volume. But until the US market, it still have the volume. And the volume is also big. You know, there is a secret between this one. But the three most important for the Forex are euro, yen, and the sterling. I show you why. Hang on just a moment. So maybe in the meantime, you can, hang on, maybe a bit better.
Yeah, and could we open British pound?
Yeah, just a moment.
Yeah.
I want to, because this one, okay, I got it. All right. On the sterling?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
let's
sterling is
find it.
called for the British pound.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah. Тут нам показывают наглядно, почему, как новости влияют на происходящее на бирже. Вот мы видим то, что 19 июня в 7 часов утра по лондонскому времени была какая-то новость, связанная с CPI. Не будем углубляться, что именно это означало, что именно это было. Но в результате мы можем видеть на графике то, что действительно в 7 часов вечера и началось, цена на британский фунт начала расти вверх. Это наглядный пример того, как новости влияют на цену и на происходящее на маркете. I think that's it. Could we open euro?
Okay.
And why on euro didn't happen anything?
Because it's the news on the sterling.
Yeah. So that's.
I show you this on Tuesday, right? 18 June.
Yeah.
This is
On 10 p.m. something happened.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, and you can see on the 10 p.m. See this after 10 p.m. It's going up like this.
Yeah.
So it could be on the time or after that.
Yeah. В то же время с другими монетами, с другими, точнее, валютами ничего не происходило, но вот мы можем видеть то, что, например, 18 июня, тоже вот 10 часов утра по лондонскому времени, новость о том, то, что CPI, опять же, связанный с евро, и мы видим то, что в 10 часов цена действительно летит вверх на евро. В то же время эта цена может лететь вверх, так и падать вниз, и новости глобально влияют на курс валют, на фондовый рынок и на цену акций и всего, чего только возможно. That's it.
Okay, Let's go. So, okay. This is the end. I just want to show this.
Yep.
Why, you have to understand. We call it US dollar. Actually, it's a basket currency. So US dollars is relatively, it's 57% of the euro transaction. And in yen, pound sterling, 11%, and Canadian is 9%, Sweden, krona, 4%, Swiss franc is 3%. So mostly we trade on these three. Another one, I mean, like other currency are small. And I will explain why Australian we can trade with the gold and any other things. But we will focus more on the euro, yen, and pound sterling because they are the biggest and mostly the euro. What does it mean? It's like this. Let me, okay, here. So you can see euro, always like euro, and express this US dollar. So let's say if you buy US dollars, if you buy, this is equal you selling, sorry, if you buy euro, this is equally you selling US dollars, right? So actually what happened is if you are, your currency is a KZT, Kazakhstan tenge, right?
Yep.
If you want to buy euro, you not directly, mostly they don't have the direct this. You have to buy, you have to sell your tenge to buy the US dollar. And then after that, you sell the US dollar to buy the euro. So you have to sell get the US dollar, and then after that, the US dollar will be changed to the euro. You don't see it, but the calculation is like this. That's why, even though if the euro is going down, but if the US dollar is going up against your local currency, you can see the euro is still expensive. So it's like this. So the euro, that's why the US dollar is a big ticket to enter into any money around the world. So same thing like so yen will be like this. Only yen in this case, it will be different because like this. Japanese. So usually like this. So if you buy US dollars, that means you are selling the yen. If you buy the yen, that means you are selling the US dollars. So that's why in here you can see, because the transactions from the US euro to US dollars is very big. So this is like 50% of the weight of the dollars are the euro. So if the dollar is going down, mostly the euro is going up, profiting so much because this is 57. So the second one will be the yen. I will explain later why yen, why not sterling, and the third one are sterling. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. What if I want to buy Japanese yens? Do I also have to buy? I want to like buy from my Kazakh tenge,
Yeah.
Japanese yen. So I have to buy dollar or no? With Japanese
Yeah.
yen, it doesn't work like
Yeah.
that. Or
Actually, I think for your country, you have to do like this directly because like the exchange is based on that one. But actually, you don't see it if you are doing, you go to the bank or money changers, they will give you straight away the yen. But actually, the calculation, it's like this. You selling the Kazakh, the tenge against the dollar first, and then from the dollars, they will see like how much from the dollars to the GM. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What's the point? But I'll try. Just a sec. Basket. Currencies for two. Так. So, сейчас нам объясняют то, как работает покупка и продажа евро и доллара. То есть, грубо говоря, для того, чтобы я... да. My head doesn't work.
Let me help you. This is that we start with the dollars. Why the most important are three.
Yeah, sure. Вообще, самые важные валюты, помимо доллара, это евро, японская иена и фунты стерлинга, в частности, в торговле. И, допустим, если мы покупаем евро, мы продаем доллар. Если мы покупаем, сейчас, секунду. Если мы покупаем доллар, то мы продаем японскую иену. И, например, если мы хотим, кстати говоря, купить доллар, то есть если мы сейчас хотим купить с казахстанских тенге евро, то нам нужно сначала купить доллар, а затем уже этот доллар обменяется на евро. То есть они меняются в обе стороны. И также, если американский доллар падает вниз, то цена на евро летит вверх. Потому что евро обладает 57,6% от веса доллара. I explained that. I think, again, pretty bad, but
Okay.
I tried.
Okay. Hang on.
Could you then send me some link so I could retranslate that?
Yeah, of course.
In the normal form, because
yeah,
I translated really bad. I was freezing.
Okay. All right.
So, for example, if dollar goes down, Japanese yen also goes down, or it goes up.
No, if will be okay if Japanese dollar if euro sorry US dollars go down. I mean, wait, why it's gone? Okay, so if everything's like this, if US dollar is going up, yen is going down. If US dollar going up, euro going down.
Oh yeah, that's pretty simple. Just no questions now.
Yeah.
I misunderstood something.
Yeah. Oh. Right. So, and last one. So, you want to explain or we can continue?
No. I understand. I'm sorry. I misunderstood something, but now
okay,
it's clear.
So the gold, hang on. The code is like this. The gold, this is the code for the gold. Actually, in the contract will be like GC. So the gold, if the dollar's going down, the gold going up. Same thing like this. Why? Because like this. Actually, if you want to buy the gold, you have to buy the dollar first, and then they change the dollars to the gold. So actually, if you sell the gold, you will get the dollars. So if, for example, if the gold is going up and the US dollar is going up, in your currency, in your local times, the gold will be like double up. If the gold is going up and the dollar is going down, very, it will be nothing. I mean, like not big change on your local currency. So that's kind of things. So why gold is also important. I'm not put the oil because the oil is for trading, but the gold is very important because all around the world, gold as a reserve currency. Because before money printed, people trade with the gold and silver. You know about this one, right? If you see on the history before the money printed, they're using gold and silver. So until now, all of the country using the gold as a reserve. So the more gold, actually, it's the more stronger. But I think after President Nixon in US, they separate the gold and the US dollars. That's why they have recession and that one. In the dollars going down very fast, very deep, because they disconnect between the dollars and the gold. So anyway, so the gold is important for a lot of things to hedge. Let's say like people afraid about the situation. The gold's going up. Like I saw you gold. Let's see if this data will show you back to the.
Yeah, that's the most trustful commodity in the world, I think.
Yeah. 2020. So like this. 2020. Everything was down, but gold going down and going up. Just from the beginning of the COVID, which is around March, and then going up and then up and then up until now it's up. So that's why gold is very important. So which is like the currency. Actually, from time to time, it doesn't go to anywhere. This is euro dollars. It doesn't go to anywhere. From 2015 until now, actually, it's just like same price, right? So can you imagine if you invest on the money? That's why the good investment, other than stock, other than things, is a dollar. I mean, like it's not dollar. Sorry, it's a gold, because even the dollars also doesn't change so much. Let's show you this. Let me show you this. So this is 2015, and here is now, which is like, okay, it's going up, but not so much. But if you see on the gold, here is the gold, always going up, even though they have like going down like this at 2013. I knew about this one, like I remember this time, going to the 1000, nearly 1000, that was the bottom. But after that, see, it's going up. And if you see like this for many years, they go. That's why in the old days, our grandfather, grandmother, they like to keep the gold, not the money. When they have the money, they buy the gold and keep it. That's why if you want to have for a future investment, you buy the gold. this is not only most trusted money, but as a Muslim, it's in the Quran also. So yeah, and it's from the beginning of the transaction, people using gold and silver. Actually, silver also, but gold is more powerful for the exchange currency.
Yeah. Сейчас нам объясняют о том, насколько важно золото. Дело в том, что золото постоянно растет в цене, и если мы посмотрим на график, could you open that graph again? Like, so we
Which
could see the gold, so we could see the dynamic over the years.
here the gold.
Yeah, it's gold. Мы можем видеть то, что золото, оно всегда растет в цене, и, может быть, случаются какие-то провалы, как было с 2013 по 2018, но в конечном итоге оно всегда идет вверх, в отличие от доллара, евро, которые не двигаются никуда и остаются на той же цене. Поэтому наши бабушки, дедушки, прадедушки и прабабушки покупали золото, потому что это самый надежный источник хранения достатка своих средств. That's it.
Okay. So just this is the, for example, right? Let's say the same one. If you are buying a gold at 2015, which is like on the low, this one, which is 1,000. Now it's now it's already 2,300. It's like 2 times more. You know, the money is already grow. Yeah. So let's say your parents keep the money from 2000, early 2000. Where is 2000? Here is 2000. 2000, which is only $200 in current money. Now it's already 1,000. So it's like it's growing following the need of the people. So that's it.
Вот, например, если бы ваши родители или кто-то из вас купил бы золото в 2000 году, он бы купил его за $200, то сегодня эти $200 превратились бы в $2300, потому что цена идет вверх постоянно на золото.
So that's why, in the beginning of like in the old days, if someone have like, let's say 1 gram of the gold, if they change it to the money, it's equal to the, I call it, they can eat with the $1, like small things, like maybe small food, right now with the 1 gram of the gold, you still can eat it, because 1 gram right now it's already, I don't know how many dollars, but 1 gram, if you sell it 1 gram, you still can eat it, because the value now is not $1. 1 gram long time ago, maybe let's say like $1, and now it's gonna be like maybe already $10, because it's going up. But if you have $1, or let's say $100, I mean, like, sorry, if you have $1, if your grandfather have $1 at that times, if they change to the food, they can eat something. But now, if you have $1, you cannot eat with the $1. So that's what I'm trying to say. So the gold, 1 gram, if you change it long time ago, like in your grandfather times, you can eat. Now, if you have 1 gram of the gold, you still can eat with the 1 gram of the gold. That's what I'm trying to say for the finance.
Yeah. So because of inflation, the dollar just lost its value. Money lost its value, right?
Yes.
And gold stayed the same.
Yeah.
Окей. Сейчас нам Рой пытается объяснить то, что, например, 50 лет назад, условно говоря, можно было обменять 1 грамм золота на $1, и можно было поесть на эти деньги, да, купить себе даже что-то покушать. Сейчас вы на $1 ничего не купите поесть. Но если вы обменяете 1 грамм золота, то вы по-прежнему сможете покушать. То есть, грубо говоря, здесь разговор об инфляции, о том, то, что деньги, они все равно обесцениваются, а золота нет.
Okay. So
So
that,
that's it.
yeah, that's all for now. Then next session we will start talking about how we're gonna trade it and what we need to understand. And we don't have to worry about the chart very detailed. Don't worry about the candlestick or whatever it is. The most important thing is you have to know the mechanism of the trading, what you're gonna trade, and what time, what level. You have to understand why the market is going up, you know, why you want to buy, why you want to sell it. That's all. Okay. That's all for
Okay.
now. Right. And
Oh,
thank you. And hopefully this will help for start learning about the trading.
okay. Thank you very much. Should I translate that?
No,
No.
that will be fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Could you send me then after link tomorrow or?
Sure. Sure. I'll send it in Discord for them. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for your
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Have a good night. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.